Hello, friends. Welcome in. Excuse me. How are you today? Hope you're having a good one. Let me see. Let me check everything is working, and then we will begin. In the meantime, how are you? Oh, I can actually... I need to get rid of that timed message. I should update it to like, we hit the goal. All right, let's see. Also, I need to update that. I mean, I guess I could keep it around till the 7th. That would kind of make sense. All right. I think we are...
Happy birthday!
I think we are good to go. So let's go ahead and... Where is the thing? There it is. Let's go ahead and move over here. Welcoming everybody. How are you today? Oh.
Happy
See, why is it
birthday!
I haven't changed anything. For some reason, this area is like... Is it... Hold on. Let me move this.
Is this a murder? Why am I hearing yes?
See if that's better. Okay, that is a little bit better. Look, we made it to the thing. Oh, it actually doesn't work when when it's full. The me doesn't fly across the screen. And I'll get rid of that also, probably tonight, I suppose. But let me say hello to people. Emmers, welcome in. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Too much to bear. Hello, how are you? Yeah, man. Hello, Joss. Welcome in. Sassy, hello. Yeah, it did look very Matrixy, didn't it? I think if it was like green, if it was green dots, it would have been I was entering the Matrix. The link to the stream in Discord doesn't work. Oh, did I do it wrong? I did. That's why. Thank you. Boop. I did a dot instead of a slash, but it does not work interchangeably. But welcome in, everybody. How are you today? Hope you're having a good one. I'll the Australia stuff. I'll because I think the timer thing here is gonna still go up, like the percentage. All of that will go away very soon. But I just didn't update anything yesterday. Oh, and I forgot. Oh gosh, hold on. Let me see if I can add this before Ross gets in. Ross got his intro sound, and I said, I'll get it, I'll add it for tomorrow. Didn't add it. Oops. I can do this. Alright. Gonna do this. Oops. Where's this? Boop, 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 boop. By the way, none of the songs from yesterday got muted. I was kind of surprised. Okay. It's all right. That has now been added. But now I need to tell it. Where are our intro sounds? Copy. No, wait. Copy pasta. Ross, DTD. Okay. I just gotta find his sound. What have you guys been up to today? Also, I don't know what we're gonna do today. I could finish, so strange. I could finish, oh gosh, I've messed everything up. Oh no. I could finish. So all of your intro sounds are gonna play again. just as a heads up. I could finish Golden Idol. I could. We could play Dinkum, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But let me see. Too Much to Bear, how is Indiana Jones? Says he said you're towards the end. And Joss, you're also playing that, aren't you? My friend got proposed to on his trip to Argentina. That's incredible. That's so much fun. Congrats. Yeah, that's awesome. It's because they're too good to be muted. I don't know if that's the truth. I think it just didn't. It just can't tell that it's it's copyrighted music. Which okay. You know what? No complaints. No complaints here. Okay, is it going to... Why isn't this showing up? Hold on. What if I just type it in? Is it gonna stop me? I guess we won't know if it works until he comes in. Yep, I guess there's no way to know. I typed in the name of the file, and that should hopefully work, but okay. Just hung around the apartment and played a solo board game. Ooh, which game? Have you been able to get some rest? I got a little bit of rest. So yeah, not too bad. Loving it so far. Good to hear. Excuse me. So what we'll do... Just thinking about it. So, we're going to do a celebration stream. I am thinking... It might be... at the end of the month, because what I'm hoping is in the meantime,
Happy birthday!
John said, welcome in. How's it going? I'm thinking what we can do is in the meantime, we get all of our suggestions done, all of the tattoos ordered, all of that beforehand. And so that way, like, a lot of that stuff is kind of done before then. But we're going to need suggestions. Nobody has suggested anything in the channel point redeem. I think we only have one emote suggestion, and I think only Sassy and Too Much to Bear have suggested anything in the tattoo one. Oh, and my thing is going to crash again. For some reason, there's something wrong with something. I know that's not helpful. But all of your sounds are going to play again. How exciting. Once I get this back up. Yeah, so I think we'll do that. So maybe either at the end of this month or beginning of the next, we'll do the celebration stream. I'll try to have some Aussies. I'll have the bee gifter done. If we can get an emote suggested and voted on before then, maybe I could try to have that done by then. Okay. The only emotes I could think of would be animated. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm only just because we have such limited animated emote slots. It's gonna be a standard one, but so yeah, any ideas you guys have, go ahead and put it on there. Maybe I should put like a time limit on it, and it's just like if you guys don't suggest anything, then nothing happens. Then I just don't do it. I might do that. I might put deadlines on them. Okay. But what else have you guys been up to? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Cause yeah, then we'll do a celebration stream. I'll try to have a bunch of stuff for that there. I think what I'll do is I'll save the Steam codes for that day. You know what I should have done yesterday? That I don't know why I didn't think about this. I should have just drawn the winners. Like, I should have just done the actual raffle and then gotten codes afterwards. Though I know some of you are kind of like, well, ask what the game is before the raffle is done. So maybe you guys wouldn't have enjoyed that. But I was like, I should have done that. We actually do have a sus emote. Too much to bear. We do have one. No one uses it. Actually, Embers uses it. She's the only one that typically uses it. Actually, and Gilmore. But that's okay. Suggesting an emote we already have. It's fine. What else? Anything fun that you guys are doing? Anything exciting? Anything cool this weekend? See, that one looks more like a haunt to me. Oh, that's fair. I made it actually, and chat kind of helped me make it a while back. And I asked what it should be called, and people voted that it should be a sus emote. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is a very fun game, by the way. Oh, that's very fun. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Again, how is the math? How many puzzles have involved math? Let me ask that question. Like all of them? I'm 11 hours in and around 60% done. Yeah, how many puzzles, and Joss, you've played it as well. How many puzzles would you say involve math? Of any kind. Also, all this is already chipping off, so it's already almost gone. A good portion of them, but a lot of them don't really feel like math. Okay. Says the math teacher. Says someone trained in math. Okay. Good to know. I don't want to answer that because I feel like you won't play it then. Okay, that's what I was wondering. That's exactly what I was wondering. Technically, counting is math. True.
See you, Space Cowboy.
Gotta get dinner started. All right, too much to bear. Enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy. Patmo. How many have involved numbers that took more than counting? I don't know. I wasn't counting. Ironic. Okay. I'm still hesitant to play it, so I don't know if we'll play it, but maybe if it's on like a super sale or something, I'll pick it up. But yeah, it won't be on my. It's not gonna be on my top of my list for sure. I think you'd enjoy it. Okay. It'll be on a list of some kind, but it won't be at the top of it. We have plenty to play anyways, in the meantime. Well, alright. I can get into, we can just do, we can finish Golden Idol. Because we only have one level. It probably will take us a bit, so. It's a bit spooky, though. I've been jump scared twice. Really? That's interesting. That seems less like I want to play it. That makes me feel even less inclined to play that. Darth, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Oh, it was very funny. On Daz's stream yesterday, they were playing. Well, they played. Hold on, ignore. I just started the Steam Deck. Just wait for it. There we go. On Daz's stream, he was like, Operation Protocol is what they started off playing, and then they played Phasmo, and Daz was like, oh, Jet, when you play Phasmo, blah blah blah, we'll like teach you whatever. I was like, well, we didn't reach that goal, so I was like, horror game dodged. Horror game dodged. I don't have to do that, so. But I'm doing good, Darth. How are you? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's go ahead. Switch the category. And finale part 2. Which stream number is Rise of the Golden Idol on? Boop, 6, okay. Dune. All right. We are going to go ahead and get into Rise of the Golden Idol. We are on the very, very, very last level, so if you need to lurk, if you do not want to see, I totally understand. But we're on like the last level of this game. Oh, I moved my camera, didn't I? Because YB was on the stream. Gilmore, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, this level looks like it's gonna be a little long. Also, for people who weren't here, I didn't really like the warehouse level. I kind of just used hints because I was like, it's too complicated. Wait, is it under 5? I was like, I don't want to sit here and sort through all of this. I'm too confused and just want to move on. Hopefully that doesn't bite me. Where is it? Final Clash, there we go. All right, so yeah. Yeah, because there's like 3 different dates. Or, times on the same day. It's gonna be a lot. Okay, let's start here. It must have been someone connected to those blasted hippies. They strike again. Okay, we've got an armband, a gun, a key, and Captain B. Greer. Is that guy? See, I wasn't imagining it. Someone's sneaking around. Anyway, we should return. It's time to start the transfer to the TV station. Happy customer project checklist. 1 minute lens installed. Mr. Marmot has filled idle with the material. Idle's interior and control panels locked. Signed, signed, signed. At 2 p.m. By the way, it's interesting that there are all these spots but no words yet. At 2 p.m., Idle, Red Crystal handed over to guards for transfer to TV station. It hasn't happened because it's... What time is it? It's 1. Almost 2. 3 p.m., Idle handed over to Jack and Eugene at TV station. Go live for the commercial break during the Pale Finals. Right. There's like a soccer game going, and I think they're going to use the soccer game to try to and put memories into people, or like mess with people's brains, basically. Oh my, that was disgusting. Whiskey flask, a bottle of soda that reeks of rotten eggs, a code 15269. Doors locked. Idle user guide. If the yeah, okay. If it's blue, it's empty. Red is full. The idle contains information. To successfully use the give command, there must be a valid information vessel within range, either a blank Lemurian data disk or a living awake human being. For the idle to perform any function, the matter button must be switched on. Upgraded security protocol. Since the attack of the empathy cult, which followed the dismissal of our consultant, we must take every precaution to ensure the idle's safety. An OPIG certified guard should always be present with the idle. Keys to the lab are granted only to me, Marie, Tim, and the shift guard. The idle's control panel and interior are now protected with a PIN code available only to me, Marie, and Jack. There's vomit in the sink. Eugene, okay. That's the code that he had, the 15 something. Okay, here. What happens if I go, hold on, if I go here? Oh, I see. Oh boy. That's not great. Oh, what the hell is this? Sergeant B. Meissen. Okay, he has some kind of weird pattern here. Data disk. Okay. The lenses. Yeah, I don't either. A bit of snow falls and suddenly everyone starts driving like a snail. Oh. Oh, looks like the lenses have changed. Oh, there's already words here. The goal of the OPIG Corporation's Happy Customer Project was to give idle memories? To achieve this, those behind the project want to use the... Or wait, hold on. Maybe it's... Is it actually, wait, increase orange sales? Is that all they're doing? To achieve this, those behind the project want to use the idol to blank the blank of blank blank with the drug euphoria to the millions of spectators watching the pale finals. Wait, to achieve this, those behind the project want to use the idol to give, or to this project was invented and led by, kind of seems like Eugene. Or it could be Marie. She's also like, Jesus, those behind the project want to use the idol to give with the drug euphoria. To achieve this, those behind the project wanted to use the idol to I don't know what they're trying to say here. To achieve this, those behind the project wanted to use the... Maybe it's not idol. Oh, maybe... Wait. Want to use the idol to give the memories of drinking orange? Okay. So the goal of the OPIC Corporation's Happy Customer Project was to increase orange sales. To achieve this, those behind the project wanted to use the idol to give the memories of drinking orange with the drug euphoria to the millions of spectators watching the Pale Finals. The project was invented and led by Eugene Marmot. Okay. So that's why they took pictures of the girls drinking orange that was spiked. So that way they took those memories and they're going to give it to everybody else so they have memories of drinking orange and feeling happy. At each of these times, what did the idol contain and who was the last person to have used it? Shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory. So, idol contents. Shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory. I assume... That's not them. There's... I guess, Alex! Welcome in, Alex. How are you? Trying to do the last little bit. Okay, so... 1 minute at the lab. At 2 p.m. Okay, so this is right before... So... 1 minute lens installed. Mr. Marmot has filled idol with the material. Idol's interior. I know. I did the last level that was like the warehouse. I kind of just used a bunch of hints. I was kind of like, I don't want to go through this. This is just a lot. Lots of names. I don't. So many new people. It's fine. So I just kind of that level. I was like, I'm done with this. But how are you? How's it going? So the last user, I think, is Eugene. There was, yeah, it was a lot, and I like read through everything and was still kind of like, I don't know. I was like, I don't think I really know who most of these people are even. And like even still, so I was like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use the in-game hints. And like, and I had some of it like kind of right, but I think I was pretty confused still. So okay. Something of the something. Let's put the idol. What are my options? Security cap. Okay, so names. Good, bad, all good, or good, bad, all no. Gonna sneeze. No, I'm fine. Good, bad, all no. Memories, anything. Orange, dot disc, triangle disc, square disc, figurine disc. This is the dot disc. Also, I feel like... Rothy, how's it going? How are you? Long time no see. How's it going? I feel like... one, I just had a realization. Is the game going to end with, like, everyone throwing up? Like, is that what we're leading to? Because all the people drinking orange are throwing up? Is it going to be, like... It's going to have, like, a negative effect? Like, people aren't going to buy... the orange soda because everyone just starts throwing up. Not bad in yourself. I'm doing pretty good. How's work going? With the material. Maybe it's good memories. Is this what's saying? Good memories of the orange? That's like the only thing that kind of make good memories, bad, all good memories. When the idol was loaded into the security van. So like here. Oh, it's changed. No memories. Of the orange. It doesn't make any sense though. Who would have been the last person? Maybe, is it you? Oh, because look, he has a thing here. Is it B. Myson? He is a security sergeant. When the idol arrived at the TV station, it has memories now. All memories of the... Oh, now I don't know. Hold on. Go back here. Because there's a disc here. Square, maybe? Is this, of the... Wait. No memories. Oh, all... Well, it wouldn't have anything because it doesn't... No memories of... I don't know how... Like, this like, sentence structure doesn't make any sense to me. Work is work. How have you been? I've been good. Yesterday, I had a birthday stream. My birthday's actually on Tuesday, but we celebrated yesterday. And reached my Australia goal. So I'm going to be in your neck of the woods. And by your neck of the woods, I mean general geographic region of the world. Sometime this year. So it's very exciting. So yeah, I've been doing good. It's very exciting news for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. I figured, I was like, my birthday's on a Tuesday. No one's gonna want to celebrate on in the middle of the week. So I was like, I'll just do. We'll celebrate on Friday. All memories of the square disc. No memories. No, it has. Seems like okay. So in the transfer of this, the idol gains memories of something because it has a red nose now. But I guess who... Okay, wait. I think maybe... Oh, wait! No. Is it of the and then this? No, the last user. So it's this... I don't know. This setup kind of confuses me a little bit. Who loaded the thing into the van? Does it say? At 2 p.m., idol red crystal handed over to 2 guards for transfer to TV station. I guess it's Westlake and Greer who do that. Is this Westlake? No, I mean Greer. Yeah. Maybe we'll say it's Westlake, Marie Westlake here. And then the security sergeant goes here? Incorrect. Okay, well, I actually honestly don't know how much... It looks like they have good memories. Let's go to the lab. What does it say? Keys to the lab are granted only to me, Tim, and the shift guard. The idol's control panel and interior are now protected with a pin code available to me, Marie, and Jack. So... How is this open? Wait, who are you? Security captain. No. Each of these times, whether the idol contained who was the last person to have used it. Shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory. Idol contents. I would assume it's good memories of the orange. Doesn't make any sense. So maybe that's wrong. Of the good. Hold on. What could that even say? Let's put. Can I move these? No, I cannot. Oh, there's a dot disc here. Oh, maybe, hold on. Maybe it's the triangle disc, because these two are here, the square one is in the van. And so, maybe it's... all memories of the triangle. No, some. No. Anything? Memories? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Got plans for where you're going yet? I'll just be going to Queensland. That's why I was like general region. Because yeah, I figured I'll just maximize my time in one place so I can spend it with people, and then, because yeah, like, I don't know, for me, like, traveling isn't necessarily like the sightseeing, I guess, like, it's just more about like being with people. And so I was like, I could travel around, I guess. I mean, it's more expensive to like fly to different places, but I don't know, I'd rather just get a lot of good time with people. Yeah, so I'll probably just go to Queensland and get to hang it over there. But I'm really excited. I think it'll be very fun. I'm very much looking forward to it now. I don't know when I'll be going yet. I asked YV about like a good time to go, because I also want to make sure I'm not going during like either like. Probably not during like a major holiday, because everyone's gonna be busy with their families. You know, want to make sure I'm not like going there when like, you know, if you know, people have like family trips planned or anything. It'd be awful if I go and it's like everybody's busy, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just go be by myself for a bit. Anyway, but yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So I think he said maybe I should shoot for like September-ish, and so I was like, man, sounds good to me. It'll give me time to prepare and get some other stuff together and all that. Wait, actually, that's funny that you just said that. Not sure about Queensland exactly, but like probably September to November, and you'd be golden, good weather, and probably a bit busier. That's actually perfect. Secret, welcome in. How are you? Yeah. So I guess September. That's like, is September? That's our like start of fallish. So is that y'all's spring? Sleepy? And you're feeling much better, right? You don't really have the holiday time, but because the weather is nice, people are out and about. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good time. It would be crazy to go during like super summer, just to completely melt. But yeah, that'd be interesting. And that'll give me some time to like get some things together, plan, you know, double check that, you know, schedules and everything work, and it gives me time to like, you know, plenty of time to get tickets and all of that. So it'll be fun. I'm excited. What's the end? We ended at 4,500, so the exact amount of the trip. So very, very excited. No stretch goals reached, but that's okay. Those might come back again eventually, but we'll see. But I'll get rid of all the screen stuff. Yeah, it is exciting. I know. Very excited that we get to go. In the Discord we have, again, for people, there are a few things that you guys need to do. You guys need to suggest temporary face tattoos for me, a new standard emote, and a new channel point redeem. Those are all things you need to do. What I'm going to do, if we don't get enough suggestions for them, I'm going to start putting time limits on them. Because like nobody has suggested a couple of things. And so I'll just say, if nobody suggests anything in a week, I won't do it. No one suggests a channel point redeem that has like a screen effect. I just won't do it then. I'll save myself some time. I won't hound you guys to give me stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm very excited. Be a good time. What we're gonna do is, I think, either at the end of this month, we're gonna do like a celebration stream. Maybe I'll try to have some Aussies There are a couple things that I was going to try to have finished for yesterday's stream, and I didn't get to finish that, and so we'll just do that on that stream as well. I'll have some Steam codes to give away during that stream, too, and some other stuff. So that'll either be end of this month or start of February. I think that would be a good time. That way people also aren't burnt out on celebrating. Give you guys some time to cool down, and then we'll celebrate again. Okay. This, I am very confused. The idle contents. All memories of the triangle disc. I mean, that's... When the idol was loaded into the security van.
Oops, finger slip. Please refund.
Oh, no. Please refund. I don't know if I can do that. Rothy, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Have you been able to play any games while you've been working and stuff? I know you haven't been streaming as much, but like, have you still been able to play some games? I love your sub badges. Thank you. I appreciate. I need to actually make some more. I think there's like a couple tiers that I haven't like loaded anything into, so they're just like the same. Yeah, have you been able to play any games recently? All memories of the triangle disc. No memories. I think this last one is correct. Well, actually, I don't know if it's this. Well, I've been playing games, just haven't had the motivation, time, energy for streaming. Been absolutely binge playing Beam NG lately. And I don't think I've even heard of that. And just recently got into Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which has been very fun. I have heard that's good. What is Beam? Have you jumped on the Marvel Rivals train? Okay. This I am fairly positive is correct. Because it has all of the lenses. And we know that when they were traveling, the square disc is here. The only person in the back is this guy, so he must be, which, again, he is the security sergeant. Also, apologies for people who don't want to see him throwing up. Security sergeant. When the idol was loaded into the van. We don't see that happen. But we do know... Maybe it's good memories of the... I mean, what is orange? Like, I mean, I know what it is, but like, how would I use that in any... Good memories of the orange? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's... So we have all... No. Actually, wait. So... Must have been someone connected to those blasted hippies. They strike again. So you always imagine it, someone sneaking around. So, I'm very confused. I've been playing games just... Oh, yeah, right, I read that. 100%, if you like Star Wars, get the Skywalker Saga, especially if you played the original LEGO Star Wars games. BeamNG is a dynamic soft-body physics vehicle simulator capable of doing just about anything. Basically a car game with total crash physics. Oh, that's amazing. That's... Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. You say that. I feel like I have seen this. Because that does sound very familiar. I don't know if I've watched someone play this, but I feel like I've at least seen screenshots of this. Apparently there's VR support. That's amazing. Are you playing it in VR? That would be wild, actually, I feel like. Are you in the car when you play it in VR? Which car can survive? It's actually pretty amazing. That would actually be, yeah, I was gonna say that would be just terrible. Yeah, I don't either. Actually, one of the things that I was thinking about doing when I go to Australia is I saw that in Brisbane they have a place called Zero Frequency, which I guess is actually a chain that we even have here in the US, but I just don't live in a place that we would have this. But it's like one of those like VR experience places where like you walk around a room, but you have like a VR setup, and it's like different themed experiences. Like there's one where I guess Zero Latency has some zombie ones where you have like a gun, and I guess you're also like shooting down waves of zombies, which I think would be very fun. And then there's like a Far Cry one as well, which would be kind of interesting. Luckily, it's the only Far Cry that I've played, which is the one with, I think it's 3 with Voss. Anyway, I think that would be, to me, that sounds very fun. But I've actually never really done VR before, so it'd be hilarious if I pay for it, get tickets to it and all of that, and then just I'm like, I can't play because I get like motion sick or something. That would be hilarious and terrible at the same time. It would be just awful. I think both YV and Raph said they had not ever done those before. I don't think so. It would be a new experience for all. So, I've always wanted to get a VR headset and play racing games. I have the steering wheels and stuff. I just have no room for any of it. Fair. I feel like, I mean, I guess for like a racing and like driving game, VR would actually be pretty dope. I feel like there's, I think I'll start buying into VR once they have more like full games and not just like an experience, if that makes sense. So like, I would describe like, you know, the VR game where it's like people are walking on a plank. I would say that's like an experience, not like a full game. But like, I will say though, one game that does tempt me into getting VR is No Man's Sky, because you can just play the full game. Because one, I love No Man's Sky already, but you can play the full game in VR. There's, you know, it's not like a what's the word? It's not like a mini version of the game or like a limited version of the game. It's just like, you know, it is what it is. Do I need to... Okay, there's one thing I need to see. Where is it? Is it this one? What is this shape? Is this a figure? Let's go back to Final Clash. This has triangle disc, dot disc, square disc, figurine disc. That looks like a figurine. There's the dot. We don't see the triangle. We know the square is on. Maybe it's Echo Secunda. Because he's, like, escaping. See, I don't get of the. This is, I think, throwing me off, because you would never use anything anywhere. That would make any, like, no memories of the anything. That's not, like, proper grammar. Good anything, bad anything. Anything good, but, like, that there's... I'm very confused. Hold on. No memories. No, they would... I don't know. I'm just gonna use a hint, because I don't know. Moving the idol. I feel like it's not making any sense to me. I know that. Tim drank something disgusting while in the O-Pig lab. The security guard in the van appears to be feeling ill. Yes. I understand that. The idol is full when it leaves the lab, empty in the van, and full again by the time it... Yes, I understand that. This doesn't help me at all. I mean, I guess it does. I guess, is it saying, like, Tim should be in here? But, like, I don't... I'm just gonna look it up. I do not know. I do not know what they want from me here. Final Clash. Boop, boop, boop. Give me the answers. Okay, so it's good memories of the orange. You see, that doesn't, like, really make sense. And it... Okay, and I was right. It was Eugene. When the idol was loaded into the van, it's Tim Spender. And bad memories of the orange. Wait, it didn't do your thing. Okay, it didn't work. Raph, welcome in. How are you? I was having trouble with your intro sound earlier. Or did it play? Did it play? Didn't hear anything. Hold on. Hold on. That should be playing now, but... Hold on. Pause. Yeah, but it didn't play automatically. I think I had to look this one up. Yeah, this... There you go. So that... There you go. So that's that, which I love. Let me see... There's something wrong with the code here. Hold Maybe I need to put, wait, source IDs. Oh! Wait. No, that's weird. It's only showing me, like, some of them, which is so odd. Source ID. Is there, like, a... Hold on. Settings. Connections. Is there like auto connect, non-blocking? I don't know what that means. Like for some reason, and it's like not showing me every file that's in a scene. So, like, I have all of your sounds in a sounds scene, but it's not showing me, like, even though I've added your sound into the,
See you, Space Cowboy.
into the thing, did it even do, okay, no, it did do your welcome, and Rothy, thank you so much for the lurk, I appreciate it. How do you walk-ons that use StreamerBot? I'm using Sammy. Have you heard of Sammy? And thank you again for the resub, Rafi. I appreciate it. So it's like, it's not showing me... I have not, so I can't offer any advice. Yeah. Sammy's really fun. I've heard that StreamerBot is easier to use. Excuse me. Sorry. But sounds. And then it doesn't like. Oh, I want to see something. Just as a little test. Edit commands, boop. OBS commands. Source change visibility. Let's go down to sounds. Is this the same? Yours isn't showing. But it's only showing like... it's not showing a lot of people's, actually. Is there like a way to refresh what files it sees from OBS? Also, the very official Rusty DD is so funny too. I'm glad you like that. Also, 5 stream streak thanks to the crash yesterday. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That what's funny is anytime we have like an important stream, something terrible happens. Whether it's crashes, I've had to cancel birthday streams. Is this was yesterday our first birthday stream that we've had in the past few years? Because we didn't have any major issues where I just couldn't stream at all. It actually might be. I don't even remember if we had I don't know if we did a birthday stream last year. It happens so that I could continue to watch, even though this is like not really a continuation of it. This is just like another stream. We're not really like doing anything from yesterday, so it's kind of different, but that's fair. Well, I crashed on the 24-hour too, typical. Yeah, well, I think for the past like 2 or 3 years, we haven't done a birthday stream. Like I've planned one, and then the stream just kept crashing, or I couldn't, or OBS wouldn't work, or whatever, and so we just couldn't stream. So I just didn't have a birthday stream. So I think yesterday was the first birthday stream in like a very long time. You tried, but after 3 attempts, you gave up, and then stream worked fine. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me double check. I have this spelled correctly, right? Hold on. Yeah, there's no capital. RossDTD.mp3. RossDTD.mp3. Let me see something. We're going to do a little test. If I do OBS command. Hold on. Do I still have that sound paused? I do. Let's hide. That one. Okay. OBS commands. Source change visibility. Where is it? Do scene name sounds. I'm going to type in rossdtd.mp3. Make it visible. Copy pasta. Make it hidden in 5,000 milliseconds. Save. Okay, so that works. Actually, hold on. If I copy that now. Actually, wait. Let's copy both of these. Copy. Intro sounds. Let's go down heel. Where are you? Pasta. Let's delete this one. Delete this one. Okay. I'm going to reset this so that way everyone's intro sound plays again. And I want to see... Raph, if you type, will it do your sound? Okay, there you go. Let's go! I don't know why it didn't work when I was like trying to do it manually, but I was able to create a new button, type it there, copy and paste it to the real one, and then it works now. So excellent. I know, at least we know I can get it to work that way. Once you declared the birthday stream was canceled, then OBS is like, I work now. Yeah, because we didn't stream for my birthday. I don't even know if I streamed the next day either. And then eventually, it just was everything was working fine again. So we haven't had birthday streams in a bit. So yeah, this is the first one. Fixed it. Yeah, there we go. How'd you sleep, Brad? How are you feeling overall, by the way? Okay, so we got that. After somebody's attack. Oh, I guess hold on. Let's go to November 8th. Oh goodness. Oh boy. Sharing true positive feelings about Orange with an unlimited audience. I know one year you had a friend visiting, so you didn't do a birthday stream. Yeah, I think but didn't I plan to do one like afterwards, and then that didn't work? That was, I think, 2 years ago. Right? Was that last year? I think that was 2 years ago that my friend came. I don't remember. Slept from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. yesterday, and then from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. today. This is absolutely the most sleep I've ever had in my life, but I'm starting to feel a little better. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Because, yeah, I could tell when you were streaming that you sounded way more sick at the end of your stream, and I was like, oh no, sounds rough. Yeah, I think that was supposed to be the FF8 stream. Yeah, I think so, and then that didn't happen. Maybe that was last year. Was it last year? I mean, like, when did my friend visit? I love that there's a record of me getting sick over the course of 3 hours. Yeah, it was just wild. At the start, you're like, my throat's kind of scratchy. I'm not sure if I'm feeling good. And then by the end of it, you're like, oh, yeah, I could tell. Like, your voice sounded different and everything. All the years of blending together, yeah. Well, I feel like that was 2 years ago, because I feel like last year I didn't do anything for my birthday, and I remember being like, I feel like I remembered, like, oh yeah, last year I was playing games with my friend. But I'm not sure. Also, I just realized they have META on their shirts. What's meat? Meta? Team? But yeah, that was kind of wild to see you just getting sick over the course of 3 hours. Have you been playing more Marvel Rivals since then? Wait, have you upgraded your Mac to have Apple Intelligence yet? Mind-blowing. What is Apple Intelligence? I think we played one night since then. Oh, fair. Nice. How's it going? Also, I will say, I was, because there's a bunch of, like, Marvel Rivals threads that have been popping up in the popular section of, maybe it's Mate. Maybe they're Australian, yeah. A lot of Marvel Rivals posts are popping up in the popular section of Reddit. And, there was one thread that was like, which character do you want to see in Marvel Rivals? And actually quite a few people were like, it's, a lot of people wanted to see my favorite X-Men, which is Kitty Pryde. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, are they actually gonna... I was like, I wonder if they will add Kitty Pryde. I don't know how they would do that. I was like, I mean, maybe they will. And if so, that means I would then have to play Marvel Rivals. It's their AI they've added integrated with Siri now. Is it, and it's... is it on your Mac or is it on your phone? Time for you to start playing Marvel. I'll wait until they add her if they ever do. Oh yeah, I looked her up after stream last week and I was like, oh, she was in the movies. Yeah, she. Anytime I hated that. Well, I guess she was in X-Men 3 for quite a bit, and yeah, I guess she was in X-Men 3 for quite a bit. But yeah, anytime in any of the, she was actually in all of the X-Men movies, but typically it's just like, oh look, a girl walked through a wall. Baz, welcome in. But yeah, she's like actually a very important character is the thing. And that's why I kind of also hated that they just didn't really use her very well. Also, if you watch Days of Future Past where Wolverine goes into the past and stuff, the comics, Wolverine, that is a story in the comics. Wolverine doesn't get sent back into the past. It's actually Kitty Pryde who does, which makes more sense in the comics because, one, I think Professor Xavier in the future, or no, actually it's not Xavier, it's another telepath, sends her mind into her past self, which would make sense. A telepath, someone who could read minds and all that stuff, doing mind stuff. In Days of Future Past, they were like, we'll include Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde is the one who sends Wolverine into the past, and they describe it because her ability is being able to phase through walls and walk through walls and stuff. In the movie, they're like, you see, she's phasing him through time, which I was like, that doesn't make any sense. She doesn't have that ability. It's not a thing she does. That you're just making that up because you wanted to include her in some way, but she's not popular enough, or like, the X-Men movies were just focused on Wolverine. So I was like, upset, but anyway, it's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad still. I did see that. I did see the artwork they posted for the Fantastic Four. They look really cool. Oh, that's awesome, Baz. That's so much fun. I remember hearing that, but they went, no, Hugh Jackman is the main character for all of our stories. Yeah, I know. What was I gonna say? But I did see, because a bunch of people were talking about Kitty Pryde, and they were like, what would she do? Like, how would she fight and all of that? Because again, her ability is that she can walk through walls, which is typically very game breaking. It's probably why she's never really been a major character in a lot of the like Marvel video games. I think she's in one. She was in Marvel Heroes a while back, which was like a game on Steam, but it's like no longer playable. I think her like when you would fight with her, I think her combos would like have her like dive into the ground and then like pop up and stuff, and while she was like attacking. But someone did bring up a good point, and I was like, okay, I could see this in the comics. She has a pet flying dragon that's like that can like sit on her arm, like it's almost like a hawk sized dragon. And so like they could have it where maybe like her attack is her commanding, his name is Lockheed. She could have it where, or they could have it where Lockheed is like shooting fireballs for her, as like her attack. Some people suggested her ability, like some of her other abilities would be like, because she can do this in the comics, it could be like she can, because in the comics she can go intangible, so she can again walk through walls or whatever. In the comics though, she can bring someone with her, or anybody that she's like touching, she can also make them intangible as well. So like she could be kind of like a defense or support type character, where maybe she like would make somebody intangible, like she could almost like latch onto them and, you know, either move them or like, I don't know, but I also feel like that would be very annoying. I feel like people would not like that if there was a character who could just make another character just not take any damage for a little bit, like not even a shield, just like you're just, maybe that is sort of an equivalent of a shield, sort of, in a way. I don't know. Alter can go through walls in Apex and that still works. That's true. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what she would, how she would play. In some stories, she's a bit more of like a ninja type character. She was trained, well, actually, I was gonna say she was trained by a ninja. That's actually not true. She was possessed by a ninja and has retained its memories. A ghost ninja, if I recall, or like a demon ninja. Don't worry, it's comics. It doesn't need rationale. So like sometimes she's seen having swords. So like she could also use that, I guess, but like I feel like the dragon is more her thing. But anyway, I don't know like mechanically how they would use her, but Bruce, welcome in. How are you? There's already a bunch of annoying characters, but I guess that's fair. Jeff seems very annoying from what I hear. Can someone possess me and teach me skills I can retain once they're gone? That sounds great. Yeah, it's the classic being possessed by a ghost ninja story. You know, that old trope. Side note, Apex. There's rumors that Mirage is getting some kind of big buff or rework soon. The rumor currently is, because the people who have data mined Apex and who leak information, they keep saying, when talking about a Mirage buff, they keep saying Loki, like as in the Marvel character Loki. People think that's because, I guess in Marvel Rivals, Loki can create a clone and trade places with it, I think. Is that something he can do? People are then are reading into it when the data miners have said that maybe Mirage is going to get the ability to swap places with his clones, or his bamboozle decoys. Which would be wild if true. I almost don't believe it, because that seems too good of a buff for him. I don't know how even, part of me, not that it would necessarily need to be explained, part of me is like, how does that work, I guess? Like, even mechanically from within the universe of the game? Because his decoys are like holograms. That's the whole point, is like he is kind of an engineer, I guess, and has like made these holographic things. Whereas Loki is like a magic trickster god. So it makes sense why he can magically transport to a different place. So I don't know how they would like make that make sense, but not that I guess it has to, but part of me is just curious what they would do there, but I don't know. Just woke up, guess I napped all day. Oops, there's nothing wrong with that. It'd be interesting if Mirage Clothes also fired shots. That would be great, actually, because some people say that Mirage could easily get overpowered. I'm like, I don't think so, because none of his abilities do damage. Like, yes, it would be annoying not knowing which one's the real thing, but that's like the only thing he does. he can't, you know, attack with any of his clones or whatever, but like, even if they just like even if they did, like, they couldn't damage you, but if they just made noise like they were shooting or something, I think that would be like, I don't know, it'd be such a fun distraction. Yeah, it would be breaking the lore if he could, unless they were just like, somebody helped him make a thing, and, you know, I mean, they could easily explain it, I guess, but like, I don't know, part of me is like, how would they make that make sense? They can put out a cinematic explaining he's upgraded from Holo. Yeah, I mean, it could, like, they could very well do that. There are, like, people in Apex who could probably, you know, help him do that, or, you know, Alter even, you know, maybe, I don't know why Alter would help him, but, you know, maybe she'll help him create little portals or something. I don't really know, but anyway, or maybe they just won't explain it. Maybe they'll just be like, he can do this now. It's just a thing he does. But that could lead to some very, very cool plays. But anyway, I'm glad that you're enjoying Marvel Rivals. It seems like a lot of people are, so I'm glad that it's going so well. But hopefully they continue it. I would be interested in playing it for sure if they ended up adding Kitty Pryde. You need to join us. They added Kitty Pryde, that'd be dope. I have like a couple of Kitty Pryde action figures. I have like a Funko Pop and then one action figure. Both of those have Lockheed. She's just dope. She's such a good character. I will say, but this is something that they wouldn't be able to do in Marvel Rivals. I'd like to try it out. Raph here has been loving it, has been mobbing it on his stream. I feel like you may not like Call of Duty pew-pews, but Marvel Rivals has more Apex stuff in it where you have to think beyond just the pew-pews. That's probably fair. I've never played Overwatch, so like I don't know like how I would do with like that type of hero shooter, I guess. But if you guys want to watch Marvel Rivals, right there. Are you streaming tonight? What was I gonna say? I just downloaded TCG Simulator. Well, Raph has also streamed that as well. Fun fact. Yeah, I think it will be nice. More Marvel Rivals. In the comics, one, depending on the writer, Kitty Pryde gets more or less interesting. Sometimes if like the person's not creative, it seems like all they do is just say, have her walk through a wall now, or like she's gonna do something and it's just gonna be like she's walked through the wall. We had to show her powers in some way. But there was a comic series called The End of Wolverine, or The Death of Wolverine, where he died for a bit and now he's back. But like he was actually dead for like I think a year or two IRL. Anyway, because she was like a protege of his, she was also like heavily featured in it. And there was a issue of that where Wolverine was fighting against Lady Deathstrike. She's the one who had the nails. That was in X-Men 2, I think, right? Or is that X-Men 1? Anyway, where she had the nails and stuff, and you know they were fighting. Anyway, Kitty Pryde appears in the middle of that fight, where it kind of looks like Wolverine's about to lose, and Kitty Pryde appears, and initially, so when Kitty Pryde was younger, because when she was first introduced, she was like a teen. There was a thing where like she could only phase while holding her breath. So like the danger was that if she held her breath for too long and needed to breathe, she had to move out of whatever object she was in, or she would be like phased within it and would get stuck or whatever. That was the fear. And she's since been able to control her abilities more specifically, where she could like, she can only phase just like part of herself or whatever. Gilmore, welcome in. And now she no longer has to like, or hello again. I think it's just played. She doesn't have to hold her breath or whatever. But anyway, so in the middle of the fight, Kitty Pryde appears and she just phases her hand through Lady Deathstrike's body and is just like, she kind of halts the fight by saying, like, if you do anything, I'll just like unphase and I'll like eat it like through your heart, like you'll die, like I'll just kill you via this way. And I think Lady Deathstrike gets away for like, is able to like put some distance in between her, and then Kitty Pryde continues to fight, and when the way the fight ends, Kitty Pryde phases her hand through Lady Deathstrike's hand and then just like makes a fist and unphases, and Lady Deathstrike's hand just like explodes. Like it just falls apart after Kitty Pryde has like, materialized within her own hand. And I was just like, this is incredible. As someone who loves Kitty Pryde and was like, this is what I want to see. I want someone to get creative with her abilities. Because again, she can't really do very much. Kind of like a Mirage in a way where it's like her powers are very limited in that, she can't just shoot fireballs out of her eyes or something. So she has to be very up close and personal and whatever. Anyway, I just remember being like, this is amazing. I love this. I want more of this. Make her more intense. Anyway, no one cares about this. We can move on. Was the Death of Wolverine comic what Logan was based on? I think maybe, actually no. There may be some things taken from it, but there is a comic called Old Man Logan, and I think that is what Logan was based on. It kind of is also sort of like in a future scenario where things are maybe a lot worse, and the one thing that I would have loved to have seen, granted, obviously this wouldn't have worked with like MCU and Fox at the time, but in Old Man Logan, he's joined by Hawkeye at some point. Hawkeye is much older. He has like long gray hair, but he's blind. But he's still like a sharpshooter still, and it's like kind of incredible. I wish I would have loved to have seen that. But like it's sort of the same scenario though, where in Old Man Logan, like a lot of the X-Men are dead, a lot of the heroes are dead, and he's kind of like one of the last surviving people, or not people, but like one of the last surviving of the Marvel heroes and stuff. But so I think they took a lot of inspiration from that, but it's fairly different. I was at work earlier, it's busy. Wanted to check in before, just in case. Well, how are you? Snowy outside, cold? Oh, is it snowing currently? I love hearing comic book stuff because it's like movies I've never seen. Yeah. And Ken, welcome in. How are you? Logan was so perfect that I was really scared for Deadpool and Wolverine, but I guess we just pretend they aren't the same Wolverine. I actually have not seen Deadpool Wolverine yet. I need to. But yeah, I was kind of curious at that too, because it was very final, Logan was very final. I've heard little bits and pieces of it, of Logan or Deadpool and Wolverine, so there's no real spoilers for me at this point. Enough of it has been spoiled for me. Like the couple of days after the movie came out, people were just posting, you know, pictures and clips and GIFs and stuff from it already on Instagram and Twitter and whatever. So it's like I've seen and heard most of it, but like I know all of the cameos and all of that, but it's trying to snow right now. It snowed last night and this morning. Check it out. It was good. Maybe some turn off your brain moments, but still enjoyable. It seems like most people really enjoyed it. Yeah, I do want to check it out at some point. We don't get snow like we used to. You're in Michigan, is that right, Bruised? I can't remember. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the comics are really fun. There's definitely a lot of like, you also have to kind of turn off your mind and just be like, this is just such a comic booky thing, and it doesn't necessarily make sense, but whatever. My favorite Kitty Pryde comics is Astonishing X-Men. It's a limited series where it's just, the writing is so good. And I know Joss Whedon is kind of like a contentious person, but he wrote it, and it's very well done. And I think it's one of like the best characterizations of Kitty Pryde. And gosh, it's just so good. I wish I really hope with as Marvel Disney goes into making X-Men movies, I really hope they kind of focus more on like the team aspect of X-Men. I hope they don't just focus on Wolverine. I want to see more from the different characters. Please give me a main character, Kitty Pryde, because there's so much cool stuff they can do with her character. But Southern Michigan. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Howdy, I'm good. How are you? Just thought I'd stop in for a bit. I might stream in a half an hour or so to work on my project some more. Excellent, friends. Ken just started streaming. He's going to be doing some coding. So if you like watching some coding, there's a link right there. Joss Whedon's Marvel movies were very comic bookish, yes. And his writing, I think, also lends to that as well. Like, he's kind of campy and cheesy a bit. I'm excited for James Gunn's DC Universe. They might finally be good again, I know. I've actually not watched a DC movie since Superman... Is it Returns? Which was the first Henry Cavill Superman. That's the last DC movie I've watched. It's currently 35 there in Utah, or 1.7C. It is pretty cold here. It's 14 Fahrenheit. Man of Steel, that's what it was. Yes. Yes. You are correct. I totally forgot. So yeah, it's negative 10C here. That is 100% correct. By the way, for some reason, this made me think of this. I saw a meme today on Reddit that made me laugh, because I know I have done this before. But the meme was like, when I say, if I recall correctly, or maybe it was like, if I ever say, I think something, or if I recall correctly, I do recall correctly, and I know that's what happened, or I know this is correct, and I think that's funny, because I have definitely done that before, where I try to soften a correction by saying, I think it's this, or if I recall correctly, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, I do know this, or I do know you said this, or I do know that, and anyway, I thought that was very funny. So it made me laugh, because, I mean, not that you were saying that by saying, Man of Steel, I think, was the first Henry Cavill, but you could be very confident in that. I highly recommend James Gunn's, oh yeah, the Suicide Squad, right. I did hear Peacemaker was very good. He did both of them, and they're so full of love. And that Suicide Squad is the second one, right? I have to go to Utah on the 19th. Oh, very nice. Is it for work or something? Whenever I'm at work and have a recommendation for something someone can improve, I always say maybe at the start as I'm really unsure of my statement. Yes, I do the same. I think sometimes I do that because I generally have a very good memory of things that people tell me. And sometimes I don't know, like I have a very good memory of things that people tell me. Sometimes people then will tell me something that's contradictory to something that they have told me in the past. And I will then be like, in my head, I will say, that's weird, because you told me this another time. So then, but the way I will bring that up is usually like, oh, for some reason, I thought you said this before. Or like, but I must be mistaken. You know, like, I'll say, I must be misremembering, but I feel like you've said this in the past. And, but I'm not misremembering. I remember. I know that you have said this before. But I don't want to say it like that because it comes across as either, people are then like, oh, you remember a lot. Or like, why do you remember that? Or I don't know. People get not suspicious of me, but they get very like, I don't know. I don't know what the word is. They get, not self-conscious, but they get just kind of like, oh, you remember quite a lot, don't you? And then they stop telling me things. I can't help it. It's a detective brain. It just logs information in here, and then it just, I don't know. It's probably also my overthinking that part of my personality. That's like, because what ends up happening is like people will tell me something, and it's hard because I'm a slower processor. In the moment, I won't like really think about it, and then. Or maybe it just kind of like dings something in my head, but in the moment, in the conversation, I don't think about it until later. And then I'm like, wait a minute, why did they say that? Or what did they mean by that? And then I'll have to like ask them later, or if it comes up, but anyway. I lived in SLC a bit, Holiday and Milk Crate. Oh, very cool. I've noticed a lot of you, you saying, I think you said, and then almost saying word for word things I've said before. Yeah, that's definitely me. Yeah. I don't know why, like, I tend to remember, like, conversations I have with people pretty well. And I think it's, you know, if it's any consolation, or if it makes it any less weird, it's usually for people that I feel somewhat close to, or like I feel like I'm friends with them. I feel like it stays up here longer if that's the case, or if it's an important conversation or something, it stays up there. So at the very least, I think that should be a good. I think that should be a. You know, a not weird thing. But I do think a lot of people think it's weird. Whenever they're like, wow, you remember that? It's kind of weird. I think YV has noticed that before. It's very funny because he has like a not as sharp as of a memory, or at least just like moves on from things way faster than I do. So it's very funny sometimes when I'm like, oh, I'll bring up something. He's like, I don't even remember saying that. And I'll be like, I know, but you did. I don't know what to say. Yeah, Salt Lake City. I feel like I have a detective brain too. I swear the way that my mind works looks like a corkboard in a detective office with all the pictures and strings connecting them all. I think that's very much how I kind of picture my brain too. I can't remember. We were talking about overthinking here, and I remember actually I had this conversation with YB a while back, because YB has pointed out multiple times that I overthink things. This might be shocking to no one, but he'll point out that I'm overthinking something, and I think what it is like, I mean, I'm sure it comes from some part of me that's very anxious, but I think in analyzing myself, I think that's why I like detective games. I think that's why I like, you know, mysteries and all of that, is because I think my brain will like keep lots of little bits of information, and then over time it's trying to like draw lines between those things. Sometimes it's helpful, like in a detective game. Sometimes it's correct. There have been times where I feel like I've been able to piece things together of what's happening based on like either things that I've heard or things that I've noticed and seen and whatever. Whether that's like from friends or from work scenarios or whatever, I'm able to kind of piece some things together, and I think it's just because of that. But the negative of that is it turns into overthinking, and if I'm getting a piece of something wrong, it becomes very negative, because then it's like sometimes I will draw a conclusion of some things that I'm seeing, and that's actually not what is happening. So that it makes me more anxious, you know, like I'll be like, oh, I see this and I see this, this must mean this, and then I get more anxious and more nervous and then more overthinking happens, and then that's when somebody needs to say, you're very overthinking this, and that's actually not very, you know, it's not accurate. So there is the like flip side of that, but I think it does help me, like, you know, in some ways. But I don't think it's weird at all. It's very impressive. Something CTE. Well, it just depends. I think some people, I'm glad you don't think it's weird. I think some people have thought it's very weird for me to like remember something and then bring it up later. I think sometimes people are like, oh. Again, sometimes it just is like, then they're like, I'm not going to tell you things anymore because you're going to remember it and I don't want you to. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you want from me. Would you prefer you just forget everything you say? I don't know. I wouldn't want that. Anyway, it's very detail-oriented thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I think it also is like, it's just also very much my personality, I think, because I like quality time. I like having good, deep conversations with people. Those are the things that like I like and prefer and like matter to me. Like I don't necessarily. So here's a different thing. I know not all people are like this. I do not feel closer to people based on like surface conversation. Sometimes a lot of people need like surface conversation to like get used to people and like get to know them and whatever, and people are able to like, they kind of establish a base there, and then maybe they can go deeper in conversation later. It's not how I work at all. Like if I only have surfacey conversation with somebody, I will never feel close to them. My friendship with them does not progress at all. I have to have like very deep, intentional conversations in order to like feel closer to somebody. And so I think just again, leaning towards that, it's like I like one-on-one hangouts generally, or 1 to 2 people hangouts. I like deep conversations and all, and so because I value that, I think that is why then I remember those types of conversations, because to me those like mean more. So like, you know, vulnerable conversations, or ones that I can ask somebody a question and like a deeper question, or a more like, a deeper question, more intentional, more like, you know, trying to get to know somebody better. That will make me feel closer to that person, and because that means a lot, I'll then remember those things. Whereas I've learned like more people are about like experiencing things together. You know, like that's how they either like they feel closer to somebody by by doing something with them. It's maybe not necessarily the conversation they have. It's like, let's go and do this thing, and after this thing, we do feel closer. And to an extent, I do feel that as well. But chances are, throughout that whole thing, I'm also asking them questions, like I'm talking to them or whatever. So it just kind of like, I don't know. So I think it's just very different. It's a very personality thing, but I think it explains why I'm like that and why I remember those types of conversations. It's just because all of those factors together leads to somebody being somebody who's like, these conversations are very important to me, so I'm going to remember them. Like, I'm going to, this is the thing that I'm going to think about as my day progresses, even after that conversation. I will, if I have a good conversation with somebody throughout the day and maybe even the next day, I'm still thinking about the conversations that we had. And kind of like kind of either reliving it or processing it a bit more. Like, and I think that's why then later I'll be like, wait a minute, what did they mean by this? Or like, why did they say that? I should have asked them a question about that in the moment, but I overthink. Yes, 100% agree. Jet, you're taking the thoughts right out of my mind. I thrive on the late night deep conversations. Yes. I always loved, in like high school and even college, we would have like friends just like spend the night all the time. We'd just play games, get pizza, and then, everyone would just crash. And it was always so much fun because I loved the late night portion where then everyone's kind of tired, but we're all just still like talking and you're having those like deep night conversations. I love that. That was my favorite part. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's why I remember those things, but it's like, I have definitely known people who are very much like not that. And what's funny is I feel like I'm friends with a lot of people who are very opposite of me in that way. And so, which is fine. I think it's like, I think it shows the need for balance, and it's important to have people who aren't just the same as you, right? Like, you need people who are different, who think different, and all of that, if as an overthinker, if I was only friends with other people that overthought things, that would probably be bad because it would just feed into my own paranoia and would, I would just be always stuck in a spiral of overthinking. But it's good to have people who don't, because then they can say, Jet, you're overthinking things. Why are you, you need to, that's not the accurate, the truth of the situation or whatever. I kind of need that. So I don't know. It's nice, but I've definitely had some friends who are like, yeah, I didn't ever think about that conversation ever again. or like, I didn't realize this is such an important conversation to you. And I'm like, I think about it all the time. Like, I loved it. So I don't know. But that's me. I'm just a very like, and I will say sometimes people do find it off-putting, like, because I will, again, because I appreciate, deep conversations. If I meet somebody, I'm like, I feel like I would be friends with this person, I will just start diving in immediately. Like, I don't wait to sort of build a rapport with them. I just start asking them very deep questions, and they're like, why are you asking me all of this? I think actually one of the first times I was talking with YV or hanging out with him, I think at some point he said, I feel like I'm in an interview right now. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I love asking questions. I think he's gotten used to it now, though. I think he just knows to expect that. And I'm glad that he answers my questions. That's a big positive. I have to go hang out my clothes. BRB, all right, Raph. One, I guess we can also keep, we've moved to this point, but I haven't actually clicked on anything. So we have 2 different dates. October 3rd and November 8th. We also have times. Oh, no, this is if I want to go back to here. Oh, I see. Curse. Sharing true positive feelings. Okay, so for those who don't know what's going on, there is an idol that can do things. This company has been using it because they want to increase sales of an orange soda drink. And what they've done is they took memories from people who were happy in drinking the orange soda. They took their memories, and they want to now implant those memories into the world. Basically, everyone's watching this soccer game, and they want to air a commercial using the idol to basically project and implant these memories of this happy soda into everyone who's watching, so everyone will then, in turn, buy the soda. So that's what the general setup is. Sharing truly positive feelings about orange, that's the soda, with an unlimited audience. Glad to hear it. He's even titled himself Head of Speculative Investment with me in the room. He must not succeed. He also has a note on him. Hey, what's your secret, Tim? I've never seen Nathan fast-track a budget as quickly as he did with the Happy Customer Project. Also, I've heard rumors that he regularly visits that lab of yours. Is that true? Because he hasn't done on-site trips like that in years. Anna. Okay. I know we've always had our differences, but you're right. We must take action. Just yesterday, that imbecile made me rearrange the lab's furniture using Feng Shui principles. Marie, your updated idol proposal is much more interesting now that you have placed the skills and obedience training within a military context. The army is our dream client, but the higher-ups will need to see a very convincing demonstration before they are willing to begin talks with us. I'm sure you will have a role to play working under Eugene. Nathan Hoyle. So now the military, it would make sense that the military want to use this technology. Madam, don't make us use more force than necessary. What does he say? Your access card, madam. You are banned from the premises. You lied to me. You are my worst student ever. I thought you cared about spreading enlightenment, but you just want to shove an ad down everybody's throats. Beware, empathy will have its revenge. Alright. The student has surpassed the master. Nothing can stop my rise to the top. You are fired. Yeah, he seems normal. This is Nathan. This is very exciting. If the project succeeds, the implications are enormous. The consumer market is just the first step. I have much bigger goals in mind. Jack, do you think there's a distance or scale limit? Our stress tests have not discovered any limitations so far, Mr. Hoyle. I have a high degree of confidence in the project having successful outcomes. After somebody's attack, the security protocol was changed. Consequently, somebody, assisted by somebody, blanked somebody at the OPIG laboratory. Then somebody used the idol to something from somebody and to something to somebody. All right. What's happening here? I forget your name. The man is not breathing. He has the red curse. His eyes are all wonky. Since William's departure, Hunter's been acting strangely. Long silences seems confused or angry. It's worrying. Nonetheless, I will do everything to help my savior. My faith in Hunter's vision is unwavering, whatever that vision may be. The savior is back and looks filled with determination and grace. I am ready to do whatever is asked of me. I am a soldier of fate. Oh boy. Empathy Warriors, a new terrorist group in town. Mass terrorists attacked a science laboratory with Molotov cocktails on November 2nd. The gang also spray-painted slogans on the building, which is owned by Olympus Pinnacle International Group, OPIG. An OPIG spokesman said the extremists fled when employees threatened to call the police. However, the company declined to comment on why it might have been targeted. Don't worry about me. I can endure anything. I'll cut the rest of the tape myself. Good. You will have a very important role to play in our next step. So, okay, this is December 16th. This is when the idol gets delivered to the soccer game. November 8th, something has happened here. This Bruce Myson. I'll cut the rest of the tape myself. What does that mean? He is willing, he's holding like a bracelet or something, but he is willing to... So this is empty. You guys can't see it, but the idol is empty. So I don't know what that means. After... Consequently... That's what... Oh, well, okay. October 3rd. Assisted by so-and-so. Bribed, ambush, kill, take, give. Oh, wait. What does he say? Oh, because he's taped. This guy had his mind transferred to here, to this guy. This guy's name was... That makes more sense from what we've seen. Luke Brown. Okay. So then somebody used the idol to take all memories from Luke Brown and give all memories to Bruce Myson. I wonder if this is Hunter Wolf. Okay. November 2nd. Okay, so that was an attack. October 3rd. maybe this is all about November 8th. After... Mass new terrorist group in town. After somebody's attack, the security protocol was changed. Consequently, Hunter Wolf, assisted by Luke Brown, ambushed Bruce Myson. Also, I don't know, is it Hunter Wolf here? Echo Secunda? Okay. So Tessa Navari, who's being arrested on October 3rd, or kicked out on October 3rd. So that's Tessa. So I guess Tessa, because she said she'd have her revenge. I guess she attacked the laboratory. The security protocol was changed. Consequently, Hunter Wolf, assisted by Luke Brown, ambushed Bruce Myson. Bruce Myson is the security guard. Then Hunter Wolf used the idol to take all memories from Luke Brown and give all memories to Bruce Myson, essentially transferring Luke Brown's memory and personality and all of that into Bruce Myson. So he swapped bodies. Now the broadcast on December 16th. Oh boy, okay. The idol, got pushed from this window. The lenses are broken. It's been used. Okay, this guy, there's gas. This man's eyes are bloodshot and streaming with tears. What's happening here? Is that Eugene? It is. I did it, help! He has the triangle seal. Data disk. Today's task, Carrot Top. That's Eugene. Make sure idle loaded in fan. Keep eye on Baldy. Report to me at OPTV and wait further instructions. Four Eyes. Prepare van for idle transportation. Report to me at OPTV and prepare for broadcast. Operate camera during broadcast so we can confirm effect. Me, supervise at TV station, welcome Summer, and ensure she has everything she needs. Coordinate with old Nathan. So you're the mastermind behind this fantastic project. I would really like to get to know you better. Wait for me on the roof for some quality alone time. I'll come as soon as the live broadcast ends. The letter has a strong lavender fragrance. He has unplugged the video in. So has he stopped it from happening? I'm very confused. Who's here? Okay, Jack Nowak. Icarus? Am I hallucinating, or is this some form of intoxication? Icarus was a memory somebody had when he was little, when they were little. For empathy and love. Our job is done. Empathy has triumphed. Okay, so they pushed the idol out of the window. All the lenses were in there and broken. Who was this? Oh, this is a celebrity at the, a bottle of lavender perfume. Okay. She was the celebrity at the auction. Hands up. You will pay for this. Dear Nathan Hoyle, your proposal sounds very interesting. Let's schedule a demo of your new technology. Looks promising. We can talk steps. General Hugh Stryker, from the Armed Forces. Tessa, I'm with you. I also worry about what Eugene, or worse, Marie or Nathan might do with the idol. The lab is now heavily guarded. The best time to stop them will be moments before the broadcast. We are scheduled to go live at 5:30 p.m. In the room, it should only be me, Eugene, and the actors. Jack. Oh, so Jack is helpful. I just saw Nathan run in with security. All right, so the checklist. At the TV station, at 3 p.m., idle red crystal control and interior panels locked, handed over to Jack and Eugene at the TV station. Go live for the commercial break during the Pale Finals at 5 p.m. What is that ruckus in there? He also has lavender perfume. Hi, Eugene. Taste this beverage. Soon everyone will know how delicious it is. A bottle of soda that reeks of rotten eggs. The door is locked from the inside. Is there... Oh, I see. We apologize for the brief interruption due to technical difficulties. The commercial break is now over, so let's return to the second half. It's still anyone's game. Okay, so... I guess it stopped? I guess it didn't work? Somebody... trapped Eugene Marmot on the roof. However, through a reckless act, Eugene Marmot stopped the broadcast with the aim of preventing the... Oh wait, stopped the... Stop the broadcast with the aim of preventing the something from getting something of the something. Spectators? Stop the broadcast with the aim of preventing the spectators from getting the... Oh, wait. Getting the... As a result, only blank received... Shortly afterwards, somebody, along with accomplices, threw out of the window. Idol goes here. Oh, and through. Along with accomplices, stormed the TV station. Tessa Navari. Okay. Through reckless act, Eugene Marmot stopped the broadcast with the aim of preventing the spectators from getting good memories of the orange. As a result, only somebody received well, actually wait, because the thing had been, hold on, let's go back here for a second. So that's empty. Anyone who has been affected? Oh, maybe Jack? I did it. He's the only one that's acting real weird. Jack Nowak received... I'm gonna say Tim Spender. Oops. Trap Eugene. On the roof. With the aim of preventing the spectators from getting we'll say good memories of the orange. As a result, only Jack Nowak received only 2 are wrong. Okay. Is it, Summer? No, okay, so that's Tim Spender. So there's 2 things. However, through a reckless act, Eugene stopped the broadcast with the aim of preventing the spectators from getting the good memories of the orange. Is this... Okay, so orange goes here. Bad? Good? Maybe it's... all? This one is definitely wrong. What else could be wrong? As a result, only... Oh, I guess... There we go. Tim Spender trapped Eugene Marmot on the roof. However, through a reckless act, Eugene Marmot stopped the broadcast with the aim of preventing the spectators from getting bad memories of the orange. As a result, only Jack received all memories from the idol. Shortly afterwards, Tessa Navari, along with accomplices, stormed the TV station and threw the idol out of the window. December 4th. Oh, back to the very beginning. November 2nd, 1977. What a disaster. I put Harry and William in positions of power, and both still failed me, each in his own way. Regrettably, they were not good enough. And even if they had been, there are too many people in the world who are opposed to my goal. People who don't share my vision of how the world should be, and who cling to their old ways. It's too much for me to It's too much for just me and Luke. I know what I have to do. That was November 4th. It is done. Nothing should stop us now. The only thing left is preparing you and rehearsing our every step. As you said, my savior, the greatest results require the greatest sacrifices. Are we at the end of the game? We are. This is the very last thing that I need to fill in. So is this actually the very beginning of the game? Because this first one does take place here. Posing as somebody. Somebody secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way of using it to... something. Oops. After becoming... Conquer... Yeah, probably becoming. Just because grammatically that makes sense. After becoming something, somebody decided the only way was to... maybe turn everyone? Or maybe it's control... No. Turn everyone into a something. To fulfill this plan, somebody tried to... use the Happy Customer Project to... maybe control or educate. Is people an option? Oh, millions of spectators into something something. However, because of what happened at the TV station, I think that's Jack Nowak was the only person to... Oh, wait. Oh, turn... wait. It's gonna be... okay, hold on. Posing as somebody... Somebody secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way of using it to... conquer humanity, maybe? Control humanity, conquer humanity. After becoming disillusioned? Somebody decided the only way was to turn everyone into a... There's a slave. Soldier? So into an obedient slave, maybe? Maybe this is also slave. However, because of what happened at the TV station, Jack Nowak was the only person to turn into... oh, and that's going to be... There is one thing I want to see. I think it's in chapter 2. No, maybe it's chapter 1. There's like a picture of somebody. They mentioned Icarus. Nope. Nope. That's... It's chapter 3? It's like a photo of somebody. Okay, so that is Jack. Okay, Icarus. Oh, wait. Uncle Isaac. Uncle Isaac Nowak. Huh. Isaac Nowak calls his son Jack Icarus. I guess Jack goes by Icarus, maybe. So, in the final clash, when Jack is looking into the mirror and he says, Icarus? Or wait. Where's that? December 16th. Icarus? Am I hallucinating, or is this some form of intoxication? So I think he... was the only person to turn into Isaac Nowak. To fulfill his plan, posing as somebody. Somebody secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way to... Tim... No, posing as... After becoming disillusioned, somebody decided the only way was to... He was disillusioned. And maybe it's not disillusioned. There's no other word that fits that. Conquer, optimize, becoming, destroy, turn, educate, control. Turn everyone into a slave. Soldier could be possible. Genius. Maybe it's soldier. Tim. Or wait. There's a ruckus in there. Nathan. It's Nathan who's behind this. Is he disillusioned, though? He doesn't seem disillusioned. Oh, wait. Conquer humanity. Fulfill his plan. Try to use the happy... Nathan Hoyle? Maybe it's Nathan Hoyle. Try to use the Happy Customer Project to turn millions of spectators into an unbeatable army. Or wait. Oh, wait, hold on. After becoming disillusioned. Becoming rejected, obedient genius, soldier, herself, himself, humanity. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Try to turn into... Oh, no, it has to be two things here. Posing as somebody. Somebody secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way of using it to blank. Is it where is the guard is no longer listed here. Tessa, Tim, Isaac, Nathan, Echo, Eugene, Marie. Oh wait, maybe it's Echo Secunda. He's trying to destroy humanity? Posing as... I don't know who he would be, though. What does he say? I did it. Make sure the idol's loading for that. Keep an eye on Baldy. It's Tim. Report to me at OPTV and wait further instructions. Four Eyes prepare van for idle transportation. Report to me at OPTV and prepare for broadcast. Operate camera during broadcast so we can confirm effect. I guess that is... He's in here. Wasn't this? All the lenses. It does seem like Nathan is in charge. After... That has to be becoming. After becoming... Disillusioned. Is it Nathan Hoyle? Decided to... The only way was to turn everyone to a soldier because of the army. Posing as... Experiment with the idol to find the best way of using it to... I don't know. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna ask for a hint. He would refer... Yeah, okay, so I got that. The security guard in the van was provided codes by one of the people at OPIC. So that was Tim, probably. The sacrifice made on the bridge is the greatest sacrifice that Hunter Wolf could make. This was Hunter... Isaac Nowak? Posing as Isaac Nowak? Hunter Wolf secretly experimented with the idol? No, to find the best way of using it to... After becoming something. Hunter Wolf again? I do not know. I'm just gonna look it up, because I don't know. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have figured this out, I don't think. Hunter Wolf. Jack Nowak. Secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way of using it to educate humanity. I guess he did want to do that. I think he mentioned making people smarter at some point. After becoming disillusioned, Jack Nowak decided the only way was to turn everyone into a genius. Okay. To fulfill this plan, Jack. Posing as Hunter Wolf, Jack Nowak secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way of using it to educate humanity. After becoming disillusioned... Okay, so Jack was actually pretending to be Hunter Wolf. That's why he was in the Steelside warehouse experimenting on homeless people. After becoming disillusioned, Jack Nowak decided the only way was to turn everyone to a genius. Is that how that worked? To fulfill his plan, Jack Nowak tried to use the Happy Customer Project to turn millions of spectators into Isaac Nowak, which kind of makes sense, I guess, because he seemed to idolize his father or grandfather. However, because of what happened at the TV station, Jack Nowak was the only person to turn into Isaac Nowak. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe because he was watching the broadcast to make sure it all, like, went through. You've solved the scenario. When Jack realized that OPIG did not want to use Idol to improve the world, he started a secret mission to do it himself, under the pseudonym Hunter Wolf. After experimenting with memory and mind transferal, he came up with a plan to use OPIG's soda commercial project to turn millions of pale spectators into his uncle Isaac. But thinking that everyone was about to receive spoiled orange memories, Eugene climbed the broadcast tower and stopped the transmission at the last moment. I would not have figured that out. Soon afterward, Tessa and her accomplice hurled the idol from a third-story window, smashing all the lenses inside. Madame, do not even think about starting a cult in a federal facility. Congratulations, Eugene, on becoming the new head of speculative investment. Marian, this is all your fault, Tim. There's Echo, Secunda. Uncle, if you're watching this, I hope you can forgive me. Please understand that I did it all for the betterment of humanity. Okay, the idol's being dug up. So it turned out Harry had not attended a single job interview. He wasn't the man I thought he was. No wonder he was Gabriel's body for such immoral purposes. Harry. But even when I did find a truly noble man in William, as just one person, he was unable to make a difference in Darren's body. I realized that for any meaningful change to occur, humanity needed millions more excellent individuals, and I had to be one of them. After all, how could I impose on millions of others a sacrifice that I was not willing to make myself? All that was left was to find the most ethical, intelligent, and educated person I knew. That's when I thought of you, Uncle. Okay. I think I understand, I think, what happened. I feel like I would not have been able to get there. But so many body swaps, I had difficult time keeping all of them straight. Yeah, that does make it a bit difficult. I think that obviously, I really enjoyed this game. I thought it was very fun. I love this type of puzzle to put together. I think some of it did just get a little confusing there at the end. With the, I don't know. I feel like it definitely got harder as it went along. Yes. I think the last chapter 5 got very difficult, I think, and even more confusing. So it became harder to follow along. Like, in hindsight, I think I understand what happened. Like, I'm not as confused there. I don't know if I would be able to go back and, like, even, like, the levels that I had to use hints on, I don't think I'd be able to go back and, like, piece those together. And then it just got tough. For me, it was mostly just getting all the names right. Yeah, same. 100% loved it. Yeah, same. I think also it's like, we were kind of running into this issue earlier where it was like, I understand what happened in the level. I don't know what they want from me. Like, I don't know what they want, where they want me to put certain words or how to phrase something. I think that was the issue that we ran into a bit. But agreed, yeah. But overall, like, I mean, it's so much fun, and I love these, and I assume there will be another one. I hope there is. And I will definitely, if there is, I'll definitely stream it, because I do love these. Thank you. Yeah. Those are my thoughts. I really enjoyed it. The last levels get incredibly difficult. 1,000 play the next one if there's one. Yeah, absolutely. This game, I mean, like, I love the world that they're building and just the chaos that the idol, brings and all that. So I assume we will see more of it, or it's definitely left open to the idol still being around, even if it could take many forms, apparently. So they're very fun. Thank you for playing. No, thank you. Is this the... Okay, yeah. Excellent. Game complete. What will I stream next? So this month we will be moving into Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. But I think before that, we got all the achievements. Before that, there is one other game I received. Are you sure? I think so. There's one other game that I received a code for that we're gonna play, which is we played the demo for it. It's called Locomotive. It is a mystery game that takes place on it's a detective point and click game that takes place on a train, and there's a murder. So yeah, it was supposed to be December. Yeah, but so much happened. It took me forever to beat some games. I didn't stream a couple of times, so it was harder to progress. But yeah, I think so. So my thoughts is once we finish Locomotive, we'll get into Legend of Zelda. Then I'll be playing Zelda and Balatro. So those will be the two. I'll play Zelda most days of the week, and then Balatro, every other day, or maybe I was joking with Tab that you may not get back to it until 2026. No, I don't have any other game codes lined up or anything. I do want to get to... there's not even that many games that are coming out at the start of the year that I'm necessarily looking forward to. So, like... I'm sure there's some indie games that are, but, like... I haven't received any other codes. I haven't asked for any, also. That's been part of it. So, Locomotive... And then there are games that I want to play this year, but, like, you know, we'll play Zelda first. Like I probably want to play more Final Fantasy games. Maybe we'll get through like Alan Wake, redo Control, play Alan Wake 2, all of that. But I'm sure Switch 2, when the Switch 2 comes out, maybe play some games that are on that. But yeah, that's kind of you know, kind of it. So yeah, I don't really have much else. So yeah, I think Final Fantasy VIII at some point. Control was free on Epic over Christmas, so I grabbed it. Yeah, I saw that. It's such a good game, and I really want to play Alan Wake, even though it is a scary game. But so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. I don't know what to do about stretch goals. Do we? So here's sort of you guys can tell me what you think, because we could, and we have time before the Australia trip. I could either do something where, like, do we keep stretch goals around? That's a question. If so, do I like change this so that it's every 100? Like, so I would just put the next, instead of it saying help Jet visit his mates, would I just put the stretch goal there and then just have it at 100? I would get rid of the Australia one that shows up here. So like I could do that, or the question is, do I save all of them for like just another event in the future? Like in the summer sometime, maybe I do something and we just save them all for that. That's kind of what I like. I guess I don't know. Thoughts? Would it be better just to do one event? Or do I keep this up here? But think about the shaved beard one. Oh, right, because that would be more... I guess I would maybe tweak some... Because I guess that's the thing. Like, that's one that was built around it being an event. So, like, either... I guess this is what I would do. If I would do them at the 100 ones, I would either tweak the list or... like, yeah, I would probably tweak the list so that it's not going through all of them anymore. If I save them for an event, then they would just stay the same. There are a few that people would love to see, like the comedy one. Yeah. Because, like, what I could do... Oh, that's weird. Accentuate, yeah. Because, like, I could... Looking at this list. What I might do... I might get rid of some. I might tweak the list a little bit. And then... maybe even change around some of the prices, I guess. I might get rid of some of the ones that don't seem as interesting to people, maybe. And I'd probably just get rid of the shaved beard one and the shaved beard canceled, basically. I might then make like Stardew Valley. That one might, instead of just being a $100 like bump up, that one might just be $200 instead, or something like that. The Hot Ones one might also be like $200 because that's also like a $80 purchase. It's really only like it's really only $20 going to Australia essentially. So like I might tweak some things, you know, but I'll get rid of some that weren't like I'll probably get rid of wax legs, shaved beard, beard canceled, all of that.
Happy birthday.
Daz, welcome in. How are you? You could weigh in on this. I don't know if you heard the topic I was talking about. Yeah, I could do that.
Birthday.
That might make the goals more manageable, I guess. I don't know if you were here. I was just saying, I was asking what to do with these stretch goals, because I was saying either I can keep them for another event, like we do an event in the summer, and so basically all of this goes away, and we just save that for an event in the summer. Or I keep this around, but I update it so it's $100 increments-ish. So, like, I would just have it, instead of it saying, help Jet visit his Aussie mates, it's whatever the next goal is. And just have it at 100 or 200, depending on what the thing is. And I'd probably tweak the list and get rid of some stuff, like the shaved beard is probably going away. Wax legs is probably going away. But they're at smaller increments. Probably another event. Hot ones. But really, whatever you like. So Sassy said to do smaller increments. Raph, what do you think? Let me poll everybody. Anybody who wants to chime in. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. Because I know, yeah, because Sassy's right. There are some things that you guys want to see, but I don't know if it's better to have it and just update this so it's smaller, and we just do it by the thing, or save it all for an event, and it's another, like, we try to get through it. So they're all set at 100 separated. I would probably either tweak some of them or get rid of some, and some of them might be more or less expensive. Like the Hot Ones one might be, instead of it being a $100 one, it might be 200, since the kit itself is like $80, you know? So like only 20 goes to Australia. so it might be 200 to kind of make up for the fact that, you know, at least some more of that can go to Australia, or like 150 or something. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like saving it for another event makes more sense, like doing Hot Ones and stuff, or special occasion things. Yeah, I guess, I mean, like, do we... Because, I mean, so regardless, like a stream like that would be a future one, right? Because we have to get to the goal in order for me to be able to order the stuff for it. So, like, do I keep this goal thing, this goal bar here, and but instead of, like, here are my two options. Either I get rid of this and we basically don't do anything with stretch goals or any fundraising things until we do a special event, like in the summer, maybe. You know, I would wait for quite a bit before doing something like this again. So it'd probably be summer, especially if I'm thinking about going in like September-ish. Do I get rid of all of this and we just save all the stretch goals and all that stuff for a future event? Or do I keep the goal bar here, but instead of it being for the Aussie trip, I update it so it's all of the little goals, all the stretch goals. So for example, the next stream, this would say like Discord movie night, and it would just be starting at 0, going to $100, because that was the next one. Does that make sense? And then I just continually update it as we get to those different goals, and I just move it down the line further. I say keep the goals going to give people stuff to look forward to for when you come back from Australia. We earn them for future events. Well, likely they would happen before, I would think. I mean, assuming, because I wouldn't keep, well, I don't know. Because I'm likely not going to Australia till towards the end of the year. Again, like September-ish, maybe. We'd have to... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and it sort of depends on what would happen, but I don't know. It's true. A lot of them are probably going to... I mean, a lot of the ones that we hit, we only have... We don't actually have that many to do. We are going to do a celebration stream. We have a community stream, a fan fiction reading stream, and a crochet stream. That's really not that bad. Once the crochet one comes in, we're only going to do it once, by the way. You know, if I finish it or not. The fan fiction reading one can be like a random Friday. That one I'm going to give you guys a heads up. Like, I think I'm going to plan that one in advance. Like, it'll be like a month in advance. Like, maybe I'll say in February on this day we're going to do that. And so that way, if you want to write one, great. You guys can submit it beforehand. If not, it'll give me time to go find one or find some. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, celebration one as well. Yeah, but that doesn't take like those could literally all be within like a month's time. Community one can actually be pretty fast. We could even do that, you know, next week or 2 weeks from now or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Also, I hate something has happened here. I turned off this feature and now I don't know how it's come back. But basically I can access my iPad from my Mac by like scooting my mouse over to the next screen. And I hate it. Because it keeps on like interacting with something on my iPad that's over here. It keeps catching my attention. It's your decision. Just throwing my 2 cents. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out, I guess. I'll weigh my options maybe, and then we'll see. Because I feel like in some ways, if it's just like a smaller amount, that might seem more reachable. You know, like we might hit certain goals over time. Versus like a bigger event, I feel like we'll hit less of them, if that makes sense. But because some of the ones that you guys want are kind of up there. So I was like, oh, maybe if it's like smaller increments, we'll actually move through it steadily versus like one big event. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it tomorrow and then figure out if we keep it around or what. But I'll update the rest of it so it's like we won't have the 100% thing gone. Anyway. Invisible jet? What does that mean? And welcome back, Bradley. We're actually right about to end. What invisible jet? I disappeared? I did? Really? That's weird. I didn't click on anything. Victor, I didn't think you would even be live when I got back anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it actually went a little bit longer. I mean, well, we started chatting for quite a bit there. Not surprised. Not a shock. Not a shock at all. So, yeah, tomorrow, no stream. We don't typically stream on Sunday. Monday, though, we'll be back. We'll play Locomotive. We'll solve a crime on a train. I guess, well, potentially. I suppose we will, if that's the way the story goes. Wait, and you're back? Was I gone? For that long? It doesn't say I dropped any frames or anything. I took a screenshot. Oh, weird. Wait, what? Could you hear me? That's strange, because I was visible the whole time on my screen. Wait, that's so strange because yeah, that's weird also, Sassy, because that's from the start of the stream. When Joss said hello, that's all like at the very, very beginning. Yeah, when Too Much to Bear said, so I'm at the end of Indiana Jones and stuff. Weird. So I don't know. That's very strange. I don't know. You know. Twitch being odd. Yeah, that's very strange. Yeah, because that part's that part's yeah, I don't know. Because even before that was yeah, that's from the very beginning of stream. I got up to adjust my light. So I don't know. I've been here the whole time. Because I was about to say, is it my camera? But no, you wouldn't see the chair if that was if my camera turned off or something. You wouldn't see the chair. Unless I'm a ghost. That's actually possible. Do you think a vampire could be a streamer? Like, would they show up on stream? If they, I mean, I suppose they say the reason why they don't show up in mirrors is because of the silver that used to be used in mirrors. So, like, I guess maybe they show on camera fine. Unless, do cameras use silver at all to process the thing? Maybe they'd be fine. It's just something I think about. I'll overthink about that later. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Very much appreciated. Again, we'll be back on Monday with Locomotive. Should be fun. We played the demo for it, but we'll start at the beginning. The voice acting was very fun and stuff, so it'll be good. I don't know how long that is. I'll look that up now. How long is Locomotive? Thank you for being here, Ross. I'm glad we got your sound working. Locomotive is 8.5 hours long. Potentially 10. Not bad. If we focus on that this next week, we can get through it pretty good. I've had similar things happen where a starting soon screen will just randomly pop up in the middle stream. That's weird. Yeah, it's like it cuts to the very beginning for you for some reason. That's odd. Anyway, yeah, I don't have anything else. No announcements or anything, but thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Very much appreciate all of you. Again, thank you guys for helping me get to Australia. More info soon. Again, yeah, we won't be, it'll probably be later this year that I go. But yeah, we've got some things to do, a celebration and all that stuff, but I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. Again, I hear Raph is going to stream some Marvel Rivals tonight, so if you guys are around, you should go watch him. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. I mean, that's a lie. Monday. Bye-bye!